Jersey on the beat.
Greetings to you all. You are warmly welcome to another edition. We are going to discuss a very pressing issue here, which affects the elderly, the youth, and everyone. And the topic for today is: do you think social media is a major cause of the falling standard of morality? Do you think social media is the major cause of the falling standard of morality? And I'm Naomi Uche, your host for today. So when we talk about morality, what is morality? Your name and you start with the definition for us so that viewers will get to understand it better.
Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. My name is Baidoo, and considering morality, I would define morality as being able to differentiate good from bad, right from wrong, and identifying acceptable ways of behaving in society. One thing you must take into consideration is that morality depends on an individual's religion, culture, and how rational an individual thinks. And so, some people's sense of morality emanates from the culture within which they find themselves. Some people's sense of morality depends on the religion they associate themselves with. And other people find their sense of morality from the way they think. And so, basically, morality has to do with being able to differentiate within which is good, which is bad, which is right, within the context of the society, your religion, and the way you think.
That's a great idea. And we are coming to your name. I would like to ask you, what are some of the effects of getting addicted to social media?
Thank you very much, Miss. I'm Bismark Dadzie. But addiction is something that is difficult to escape from. And being addicted to social media can be in a good direction or a bad direction. But for me, I'm much focused into the negative impact that one can get when he is fully addicted to social media. As he engages much in pornographic, exposed videos, link videos, and stuff. These things can lead one to engage in fornication and masturbation, which is ungodly. And as people, when we practice these things, it leads to a whole lot of effects on our side. And again, to watch and having the access to social media leads to a situation whereby most people engage in indecent dressing, as we can see from social media, what is going on, trending on Twitter and stuff. So the negative media aspect has really contributed and has affected us a lot.
That is very much. Social media has a lot of effects. So if you saying that there are positivities and negativities, so thank you very much for your submission. Then we move on to the next person. Please, your name. And I'd like to ask you this. Do you think social media has wasted most of our time, especially the youth, in some outlets? What is your take on that?
Okay. So, if Olivia, I'm a student at the University of Ghana. So, with the issue of social media, first of all, I would like to say that social media has become a platform where people from other areas communicate with each other. So, social media, we may say that it came in to aid us in communication, but there has been pressing issues like Ms. Naomi said about how social media might be affecting our standard of life. So social media, the question that social media has been a factor wasting most of the time of the youth is very true, and I can argue for that point. In telling the question, see the youth nowadays are wasting most of their time on social media. If we say wasting, that means at the end of the day, at the end of the week, every month, there's nothing productive being gained from using their time on social media. So the youth of today are almost always with their phones, their tablets, their laptops, not usually for work basis, but either for networking, which isn't productive to them, to those around multiplication. So you see most of these young ones on WhatsApp, not for anything purposeful, but to communicate, usually to do things which are ungodly. You see them on Instagram, following celebs and all that. And all these things, at the end of the day, at the end of the end of the time, it's not bringing anything productive to them. See, so it has got a problem that these youth are wasting most of their time on social media. And at the end of the day, it's not productive. And the other issue is that it brings negative effects, as Brother Bismark said before. It brings negative, so it's not like they are wasting their time. After wasting their time, they actually accrue negative effects. So it's a problem, and it is very true that social media has been a factor which has been boosting these youth to waste much of their time and not doing anything productive. Thank
Whether you have any addition to what she said, and please your name.
you. Okay.
Asari Nyarkoa Victoria, student at University of Education, and a Victorian student. Okay, I would like to say something small about some of the problems that we the youth are facing in social media. Because when you compare our recent times to when our parents' time, it's far different. Of late, there are certain things that during our parents' time, they never got access to it. But of late, due to social media and other technologies, a 10-year-old child can get access to any material that he or she wants to get. And it's quite pathetic because sometimes when they get access to it, they don't know how it's going to affect them. They will, because of their curiosity, they will try to do something like they will try to learn from it. In which sometimes at the end it's rather harm them and it brings a lot of problems to them. Thank you very much for this submission. And I would like to throw this question to you. Social media has created a platform of high level of hypocrisy and comparison. Do you agree or not? If you not,
Um, Thank you for another opportunity. I think the issue with most youth of today is that with social media, many young people are able to flaunt the things they have. And as such, if let's say Kojo is able to post on social media his father's car or his car, in the long run, it gives an incentive to other young people to also strive for some of these things without considering the means with which they would have achieved these things. And so they tend to compete with one another, compare their resources with one another, to the extent that some even compare parents. And so my parent has this, mine has this. And so in the long run, there is undue pressure on these young ones to find some of these materials they may not have access to. And so it's very true that due to the nature of things going on social media, the reality of the issue, the reality of what people are going through at home, and the fantasy of what's really happening. Young people tend to follow their friends, their colleagues, celebrities, and the kind of things they post, their riches. And there's an inordinate desire or affection to get even more or better without considering the limits to which they will get.
very good. That's a very good submission. You have a brief highlight to what he said, so that we can move on and wrap up.
Yes, thank you. So with the aspect of hypocrisy and competition, as a brother friend said, when let me use myself as an example. So if I go on social media, on Instagram or WhatsApp, then I look at people's stories, their status, and then I see today this lady has posted this, tomorrow this, she is this. So it kind of puts some drive in me that no, I'm not doing anything. So if I have to go, right, whatever I have to do, that I have to post these things, and then bring my portray myself as I'm also following this path becomes a problem because you are going to use every means and how you are portraying yourself isn't you. So there's some sort of hypocrisy now and it has become something that the youth we are seeing it as normal. So oh, it doesn't matter what I really am. What shows is that when people read my stories, when they see my status, they will know that hey, I'm also moving forward. And it's driving more competition, which is very unhealthy because it's pushing the youth into going through devious means just to get the riches to portray and then just publish it.
Thank you. Briefly.
Okay, I would like to see something small. When we look at what is going on now, social media has brought a lot of competition. Because at first, nobody cares about what you wear. Nobody cares about whether you eat, whether you go to this kind of school, whether your parents have cars, whether your house looks like this. But here the thing, because of social media, people can take pictures in their rooms, let's say by their parents' cars, and they'll be changing the kind of dresses that they'll be wearing. So let's say if you are too ignorant about certain things, you try to copy them wrongly.
Okay.
And you'll be comparing your parents, you'll be thinking that your parents are not doing that much. Meanwhile, we are of we are different people all together. They are trying their best, but we are not seeing their effort.
Okay.
So because of that, some children are now seeing their parents be irresponsible.
But they don't love them.
And they don't love them at all. So I think that's my take on that.
That's a very great submission. Okay, we are coming to the final one. I would like to ask you that some people who have used social media for the right things and others to use it for things that ruin their life. So I want to ask you to give a word of advice to those who have not used it in the right way, so that at least they can come back and refine their lives. It's not to do it.
Thank you very much. One thing I want every youth to know is that social media has come to stay, and it will be with us till the end, until we leave this earth. But it is left with every youth to decide on whether they will harness the benefits and importance of social media and take advantage of it. But in as much as we are trying to take advantage of social media, since it's affecting our sense of morality, there should be moderation on our consumption of social media and things on social media. At least we can set limits or barriers on the things we want to do on social media handles we want to have engage in, and also engage in other curricular activities that are not really social media oriented, but so that they will help reduce the time we spend on social media, especially when it's unproductive.
Thank you very much. That's really a brief.
Yes. So my advice is now social media is an issue because it's my most youth are now addicted to it and in a negative way. So if you try your best and you just can't do with social media, then what you can do next is what do you do on social media? So you wake up every day and you have to be on your phone. What are you doing with the phone? At the end of the day, try to measure out what you've done, how productive it has been, whether you're wasting your time, you're doing something which is going to have negative effects on you, on others. So my advice is try to measure out the productive things and the productive things you are doing, which is on a higher level. When you try to do that every day, every time you go on social media, it minimizes your chances of doing something which would, at the end of the day, ruin your future. Because social media, frankly, has ruined a lot of you teenagers their future with how to scam everything. Some people end up in prison, some dead, some destroying their life. So I think we have to take that there have been people who have been scapegoats. So we should look and then do the right thing and use social media for the right thing for our own benefits.
That's a great submission.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, at this point, I'd like to use myself as an example. I think social media has been like some kind of it has become somehow helpful to me because I'm this kind of a person that likes doing business. And you know, at first, before your business can flourish, you have to pass through a lot of things. And before it can be recognized too, you have to pay a lot of money and all. But recently, as soon as you publish something or you design something about your business or something, it can get to thousands of people for them to know what is going on. If your business is that valuable, they will start with coming into contact with you. So I think I will advise the youth to make use of what social media efficiently and effectively. They shouldn't be basing on searching for necessary information. They should search for information that will be of help to them. And information too that will help them to encourage others to live a presentable life. I think that's it.
And adding on to what you say, the government has a role to play in the sense that there should be much public education on literacy regarding social media, so that at least young people are being educated on the benefits, the dangers associated with social media, so that in the long run, many young people will be exposed to the benefits and then the dangers, so that we decide on the better aspects of social media for other than the world at large.
That's very good. And I appreciate all your submissions. You've really done a yeoman's job by educating some of us. So, your submissions, you all agree that social media has been a major factor in the falling standards of morality. Okay. So, to conclude everything, we have we came here to learn and deduce certain things that we have said. So, dear viewers, we are here to educate ourselves. Gone were the days when our parents never had access to internet and they studied very hard. Now, when you want information, it is very easy to get access to it, but most of us do not know anything. We have everything at our disposal, but we are using it for something else. So let us utilize our time well on social media. It can be very beneficial, as someone said. It's up to you to sit back, make wise decisions so that it will be beneficial to you. Remember, you only get young once. And if you don't utilize your time well, social media, people have created it. Mark Zuckerberg created it to make money. At the end of the day, what do you benefit from? WhatsApp, they created it to make money. At the end of the day, what do you benefit from it? So it's up to you to be wise and number your days, as the wise Solomon said. Thank you to you all for contributing to this program, and I'm highly grateful. God richly bless us all so that we can make amends and keep on going. Thank you.